you remember my face if you can no longer see?
The Once latest album is titled Time Enough. The trio is in the middle of a province-wide tour, and then they're off to the mainland and on to Europe. So with that busy schedule, we were pleased Geraldine, Hollett and Andrew Dale stopped by earlier today. Well, welcome, Geraldine and Andrew. So nice to have you here. And after looking at your schedule, I'm exhausted. How are you guys doing?
Oh, doing great.
One step at a time.
One day at a time, sweet Debbie. Yep.
Well, let's talk about your album, the new one, Time Enough. I understand you composed a part and then you came back together to do the finishing touches. Something different for you, I understand. Tell us about this album.
Well, this album is... I've been having a lot of thoughts about this lately. The album is very of who we are now, and based on the experiences that we've had in the last 10 years, even as a band or as individuals outside of the band. There's a lot of chat about mortality, your inner voice, your inner child. We delved a little bit deeper than normal because, like, we found a good safe place in each other, and so.
So will fans hear a more mature sound, Andrew?
I think we've grown so much over the years, and learned so much about ourselves and each other, and what makes each of us tick. You know, our strengths, our weaknesses, and we've just learned how to really have each other's backs, you know, and be incredibly supportive of each other. I think we got incredibly honest. I know certainly for myself, and
you can speak for us.
I think I can speak for the three of us.
Is there anything that you're particularly proud of in the way this album became the finished product?
The fact that we didn't really say no to anything.
No.
I mean, yes.
That. I mean, no.
No, that's but that's what I'm proud of the most. Is like when we were in there, we just took a look at our surroundings up at the NL studio in Lake Echo. We just
that's
took a look
in Nova Scotia.
And we took a look at the surroundings, and every studio we go into, that's what it's like. It's like, what can we use here? Like Andrew plays most of the drums, all of the drums on the record. Right. I didn't even know you played drums until this.
I wasn't quite sure myself until we started.
It's unbelievable. But, you know, and then, you know, just to feel intimate with the space and then just give into our surroundings. It felt really liberating.
Phil made this comment the other day.
That would be Phil Churchill, the missing person here today.
That's right, who's doing some last minute groundwork out in Corner Brook in the backyard. I was going to say Coley's Point.
That's where you're from.
See?
That's awesome, yeah.
But no, yeah, he made the comment the other day, with this album, maybe even more so than any of the previous albums, when it was finished, like when we were finished in the studio and we walked out that door for the last time, you know, like when the album was officially recorded.
Our scheduled time was done.
It was done. But it felt finished, you know, because that's not always the case, you know. Sometimes when you leave the studio, technically the album's done, but there's some lingering thoughts or some doubts.
So you don't have any doubts.
We didn't really feel that.
Must be a good sign.
It was an incredible feeling.
Now, as I said in the introduction to this, you're in the middle of the provincial tour, then you go to the mainland, 20 stops along the way. Do you find that how many?
Good to know.
Do you find that you fine-tune each performance as you go?
Yes.
I think we're always about creating an intimacy on stage as well, so we're always tweaking, you know, little bits here and there, even right down to where we're standing in relation to each other, because we're always wanting it to feel intimate, you know.
I want to ask you about the European leg of this tour. That happens after Christmas, pretty extensive, more than 20 stops there. You've been to Europe before. Does the audience react differently there than they do here or on the mainland?
They stand up.
Really?
Over in the UK and Europe, people stand up to shows. Like over here, I feel like when you sit down, your energy is just kind of in the chair. You're afraid to vocalize, you're afraid to sing, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But over there it feels like they're like, okay, we're ready for this, let's do it now. We've learned all the words, come on. You know, and they're standing and they're ready to just give.
Yeah.
And here you kind of have to coax them out, and that's fine too. I love that too. And I think we do it okay. I'm happy with how we do it.
We do okay. Come on out, everyone. The show's pretty good.
Well,
That's what I meant.
It's decent.
speaking of energy, you two, I mean, how do you prepare? You're tied to each other
Yeah.
during this long touring. How do you manage to get some space?
Way better now.
Yeah.
Oh my God! At the beginning, remember we used to be so afraid to talk to each other. We're so like passive aggressive with each other. We didn't have a clue, man. It was like, I think he's mad at me. Oh, I think she's mad at me. Like we didn't know how to.
Or maybe I'm mad
bring
at
it
her.
up.
Or maybe I'm mad at myself.
We were so
I don't know.
polite. And
No,
now we're
we've-
just like whatever.
We've learned
He
a
needs
lot over
space.
the years.
He's hungry. She's definitely hungry.
Basically, we're just hungry.
If we get crabby, we're hungry.
That's right.
Yeah. But
Well,
yeah, it's
whatever
just-
you're doing, it's working. It's working really,
It's going
really
good.
well. And I just want to wish you the best.
Thank you.